Our man China's king of the pumpkin patch. Everyone hail to the pumpkin king. Now this is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween.
What is up, guys? Thank you so much for joining us. We are Jared and Nick, and this is WhatCheers. And if you've been following our last few videos, we've been doing a pumpkin blowout that seems to be never ending, but we have reached the end. For now, maybe kind of, but this, guys, is the #1 highest rated pumpkin beer on the planet, I guess, according to BeerAdvocate.
Everyone talks about it.
It's supposed to be really good. This is Elysian The Great Pumpkin. It's Imperial Pumpkin Ale, coming in at 8% alcohol.
This one's actually brewed with pumpkin seeds, which is kind of unique. So
yeah, pumpkin seeds.
I'm curious to see how that alters.
Obviously, it's brewed with real pumpkin and pumpkin spices as well, but the twist is that it has the pumpkin seeds. Apparently, this brewery takes pumpkin beers really seriously, so I'm excited to see. Yeah, they have quite a few. We didn't get any others because this is just the #1, so we figured we'll just go with that in our lineup. But we've been, leading up to this kind of, and we traded for this, so we're really excited to get right into it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the pour.
So pouring into the glass, this pours a nice, fairly light orange.
Yeah.
Nothing too dark. The head was about a finger's worth of head. It dissipated fairly quickly. It's got some good lacing though.
Yeah, I can see right through this, condensation, but my pour is clear all the way through.
It's pretty clear, yeah.
At the top of the bottle, so there is some medium-sized bubbles, I guess, kind of off-white head. And there's some alcohol eggs, but not much. I mean, for 8%, there's not much at all. But it just looks like a really cool looking pumpkin ale, I guess. I mean, kind of matches the name. So, all right, we are beyond excited to get a smell on this #1 pumpkin beer. So let's go ahead and do that.
All right. Oh, wow.
That's really nice. The first thing I'm getting is like really nice mellow layer of spices. Like all the pumpkin pie spices are kind of there. Like I'm getting some.
It is pretty mellow.
Like vanilla and cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice. It's all there.
Definitely get some pumpkin in this one.
Lots more pumpkin than the Good Gourd as far as pumpkin.
That Good Gourd is definitely most
smell.
of the spice. I get a little bit of nuttiness, which I would assume is coming from the pumpkin seeds.
Yep, I was really hoping for that nuttiness to be there just because of that aspect of this beer that's different than all the others. So
yeah, this is
it smells really good, guys. I don't know if we're under playing that.
It's very well balanced.
Really
it's mellow, but it's still very strong. It's got spice, but still got plenty of pumpkin. It's just balanced.
It's a mix of a good nice mix between pumpkin pie smelling pumpkin beer and a really spicy one. It actually smells like the perfect balance to me right now. So let's go ahead and get a taste on the Elysian Great Pumpkin.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
It definitely...
Wow.
It's complex.
Very, very complex.
You start off with... it changes as it goes along.
Yeah, it's definitely different from the front of the tongue and then across the palate. You're picking up on all the spices. It is spice heavy, I would say. There's definitely a hint of those pumpkin seeds in there, which is definitely giving it a different flavor. It's not really a nutty flavor. It is different though, and it's really unique. It's unlike any one that we've tasted so far.
I think it comes off strong on the spice right up front, but very quickly mellows out. You get some of the pumpkin, you get a little bit of that pumpkin seed kind of nuttiness, but not really nutty. And it just mellows very, very well.
It drinks really easily. It's 8%.
It's got like a medium to heavy body, but it's still super easy to drink.
Yeah, super easy to drink. I don't taste the alcohol whatsoever on this, and maybe that's just because it's pretty spice heavy, but it's really unique. I don't know how else to say it. Like, it has all the spices that you want, but having that pumpkin seed addition is definitely making this one stand out more than...
It adds a new layer.
Yeah.
You might not be able to pinpoint what it is if you didn't know there's pumpkin seeds in there.
Yep.
But it definitely adds something that...
It's very complex.
Works in its favor, yeah. This is a good one.
I have to say I expected it to have more pumpkin flavor. than it does. I feel like the spices are a little heavy on this one, but that being said, I think it's super complex. You know, I think, like I said, you know, a couple times, just really unique, and I think maybe that's what is making this the number one. I can see why it would be, because it doesn't come across as pumpkin pie.
No,
It doesn't come across as just spices.
I don't think pumpkin pie at all. And yeah, it's not spices. It's
Kind of
balanced.
in the middle, yeah.
Very well balanced.
Very, very impressive from Elysian. This is they're in Seattle, so you know, trying something completely across the country, seeing what they're doing with a pumpkin beer is pretty cool, because you know, Southern Tier's on the East Coast and Pumpkin's here, so kind of like the two best, I would say. It's interesting to see. It's a completely different beer.
Yeah, it's
You know, if you're even going to
very
compare the
different
two,
from all the
but
other pumpkins.
really good stuff, guys.
Yeah, this is a good one.
All right, so we've been sitting here for a little bit, just trying to let it warm up and see what we can get from it.
It's changed quite a bit.
And it really has changed. I'm getting a ton more of that real pumpkin aroma and taste, and the pumpkin seeds are coming through.
It's like
so
if
nicely.
you were to take a slice of pumpkin and eat the pumpkin. That's how.
Yeah.
That's what this beer tastes like.
It's the real deal, guys. This thing is as real as you're gonna get to
But it's like
pumpkin in a beer.
It's like roasted pumpkin.
Yeah, it's
If
like,
I had to,
yep.
you know, compare it to a food like I have all the other pumpkin beers, this one would be roasted pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it reminds me of.
Got all the spices you're looking for. That real pumpkin, a ton of it, and then the pumpkin seeds pushes it right over the top for me. It just is the perfect balance of everything you want plus more, which is just it's phenomenal. I mean, I'm pretty blown away. This is what we were hoping for. This is what we were kind of, going down the line, getting to. Like, we wanted it to be this good and this real of a pumpkin beer, and I think we got it.
This is a really good one. It's the first one that actually made me have to sit and really think
about
this
it,
beer.
because it's just not like what all the others
There's
are.
a lot going on.
Yep.
And
most complex of all of them.
A lot of
Hands
layers
down.
you kind of got to peel away and figure out what the hell you're tasting. So
Yeah, these guys know what they're doing. This is the real deal. So if you can get this, by all means, trade for it,
Definitely
whatever.
get it.
Try to get it. I mean, it deserves its ranking for sure. Now, what would you rate this?
well, first of all, we don't know what BeerAdvocate and RateBeer
Yep,
gave us.
so
We're gonna cut right here, and then we're gonna.
we're gonna get out the old cell phone here.
All right, so RateBeer gave this one a 96, and BeerAdvocate gave this a 93. What do you think?
Well, guys, as I just said, as it warmed up, this beer is just blowing my mind, and it, like I said, it just has everything and more. I mean, look how we've tried so many pumpkin beers in the last week or two, and this is what I was hoping for. I wanted to be blown away this much. It's just so complex; it's hard to describe everything that's going on.
Yeah.
But it is a true pumpkin beer. Like, take away anything artificial. It has all the real pumpkin. The spices are phenomenal, and the pumpkin seeds are just a wonderful addition. This is the best pumpkin beer that I've had.
Yeah.
And I think what sets it apart is the amount of complexity for me. We're talking like minor things here, but like the pumpkin seeds, I think, are pushing it over the top for me. For me, it's a 97. I gave the Schlafly, the Pumpkin, and the Good Gourd a 96. This is a 97. Maybe pushing a 98. I don't know. I mean, it's just awesome. It's the best one.
All right.
I really agree with that. So.
I would probably give this one a 95. Same as Pumpkin. Two different beers though, completely different.
Mm-hmm.
This is very, very drinkable. It's not in your face with the spice. Whereas Pumpkin it's great dessert beer. It's heavy. It's very sweet. It's got a lot of spice. It's vanilla. It's got graham cracker. It's got all that. This isn't quite that. It's just as good. But it's more drinkable. You could drink it whenever you wanted, and it's just really, really good. So
Phenomenal stuff from Elysian. Maybe we'll get to try some more of their beers in the future. I'll have to look into them and see what else they do. But for now, guys, this is what I was waiting for, and this is what we got. So it's worth the wait and worth the cost, I think. So
It was a good one. Yeah.
let us know what you think if you've had this. Because it has a lot of hype behind it. So I'd love to know what you guys think compared to the other higher rated ones. And with that being said, thank you so much for checking out our Pumpkin Blowout this year. I don't know how we're gonna do it better next year. This is crazy, but we really appreciate you guys watching and enjoying the videos. So comment, subscribe, and
Cheers.
cheers. Thanks.